Ha! Jump scare. Alright. Sir. Hi. My name's Zotan. Zotan Eth. To, strangers. Friends call me Zotan. And, I've been making a webcomic for, almost a year now. I know, I'm not proud of it either, but hopefully with help from this Streamers Anonymous group, it's something I can move past to the future. I do feel like, though, the only way I can move past is to get out of my system. It might be an unhealthy mindset for some of you, but I'm working on it in my own way, and all you can do is support me on my journey. What am I talking about? I don't know. What we're gonna be doing today, for the purposes of the VOD, is I'm gonna be the tip at the usual. I said I would do stuff off stream, and we all know how that goes. I don't. I get sleepy. It's not my fault. I'm asleep when everyone's awake. I'm awake when everyone's asleep. We've all heard this, the freaking excuse. Another thing I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be updating the vertical thumbnail that I made for this webtoon. It's a little presumptuous to make a vertical thumbnail for a webtoon, because it assumes that you'll get featured on the webtoon app, which is what the vertical thumbnail is for. I don't know if Tapas has vertical thumbnails. I sure as hell doubt Comic Fury does. I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but that website still looks like it was made in the year 2005, so no offense. I'm sure it's a great platform. I'm just not too keen on what features it may or may not have. But yeah, I'll show the vertical thumbnail in a second, as soon as I get all the things together. We'll be doing that. I gotta flip stuff. Flip that canvas. I remember this painting looking a lot better than it does now that I've come back to it. An aged man, which is to say like a year or two. Maybe not even two. Like a year and a half from when I made it. I don't even remember when I made the thumbnail. I posted it on ArtStation at some point. Let's just bring it up. There's everything. Let me see what the ArtStation, because I made, no, you know, would it be on Instagram? When would the most accurate reflection of when I made this be? Actually, it might be, in the files. Let me check. My art stuff. No, it would be in the Rights of Harmony stuff. Date modified. Okay, so the date modified says, at the very least, the earliest we go back from that is February 15th, 2022. So, you know, over a year, like a year and a half ago, about there. And that's just the date last modified. It could even be earlier, so. It's an old-ass pain, so to speak. Also, Boo ArtStation, they support AI, so who cares? Yeah, so it looks fine. It's like, oh, this looks fine and all. That looks all Dan. This was the vertical thumbnail I had, by the way. I planned on having when the series came out. And if it ever got featured in the way that this would be shown, this would be what would pop up there. The actual thumbnail, which is the square one that most people would see, is just, it's your bog standard. It's the lady. The pro tag. Does this look good when it's flipped? Either way, I'm going to be redoing it, so it doesn't matter. I just want to see what this would have looked like before we go changing things. Yeah, see, it's kind of like, I didn't realize how much... I must have, like, not flipped this at all back when I made it. Because the flip is very dramatic, in my opinion. Maybe I'm getting a little bit more acclimated to it, though, as time goes on. I don't know what's going on with my brain, but, how's that Xenoblade music? It's getting louder. It always does this. It looks fine, though. I'll just turn it down in my headphones a bit, so I can hear myself. This flute, I will say, is a little grating to my ear. I don't remember it being this way. Alright, so. She is luckily all on one layer, so... Let's do a bit of adjustment. Let's do... What is this? How many unnecessary layers do we even have here? I don't even know, dude. Like, what is this soft light layer doing? Is it just adding a... What is that for? Down. What is this layer for? What was I doing? Alright. This is where all the icons and text are going to appear that will obscure your stuff. Garo, what are you doing over there? I see you in there. Assault? What's good? Gamers? I gotta... What do I want to start fixing first with this lady? I'm doing... Hello there. Maybe we should try a warp first? A warp drive, perhaps? What is that? Free transform? Mesh transformation. Oh, yeah. How are you? I'm doing swell. I'm doing... Oh, that looks fun. Let's just... Oh, yeah, that's good. Put her in a trash compactor. I'm doing about the usual. I wish the mesh Oh, I just remembered. You can get the more specific mesh transformation if you just go, yeah. And then go, yeah. Yes. Squish her. I'm working on it. But only in the ways that are required. Can't go crazy with these things. And we'll bring this down. I want to get the facial shape good. So the eyes are probably going to go, so I don't care how ridiculous they look at the moment. Required squishing. It needed to happen. Alright, let's see how this looks in terms of facial... Well, you know what? We can just get the eyes out of here. This is going to look a little bit gruesome for a moment. Oh god, it's looking like that freaking creature from that Guillermo del Toro movie. Pan's Labyrinth. I know it's Labyrinth, I'm just being a nuisance. Oh, this is terrifying. Why did I do this? I regret this immediately. The emote is so small. Oh, do you have... Oh, there it is. I see it. I didn't even notice it. You're right. It was small. Of course, I'm using my phone as my chat. Hello, Gooblin. Hello, Mask. The one without the eyes on their head. Yeah, it's like that freaky. He's got the eyes on his hand or something. I do like that emote. I don't like how you've made it specifically to spite me. The art is it's going well. You'll notice I've mixed it up a little bit. Not too much variety, but a little variety. I wanted to redo the vertical thumbnail since Faye's character design has notably changed in a few ways. For one thing, her eyes don't look like how they did. They now look something more like this. Did you see I got Street Fighter 6? I did. I really should type more in Rob's Discord. I just don't use Discord that much, but sometimes I pop in, and I did see you got Street Fighter 6. I also saw that you... were cursing out PlayStation for requiring online purchases for or a subscription to play online, rather, which is yeah. I also curse their name for that little thing that they do. Very fun, very cool. No one else will probably use it. Just a tier 3 email. Yeah, but you know what? You'll use it, and that's all that needs to fuel my rages. At least I can be angry that that notes are being taken about what I say against my will. I will. I know you will use it. Oh god, this is so... I hate it. Alright, let's just flip again. It does look better, though, without the eyes. Whoa, I didn't realize I butchered that. Alright. This'll be, This is why I decided to make this... I put this in the title. Because we're probably going to spend a bit of time here. Doing a little bit of cleanup on aisle face. Got a little bit of stuff to do here. At the moment, I'm maining Ken, Fire Kicks Boy, but I'm also practicing Jury. Ah, so you're either going to make me, Rob, or both of us angry at you. Because I main Ken, and he mains Jury. So one of these days, if we ever battle, or heaven forbid, encounter each other in random matchmaking, it's a no-holds-barred affair. If you're hitting me with a Ken Ditto, I have to protect my honor. Your honor, I was protecting my honor. Although, I have been seeing Rashid, and he looks pretty fun. I don't know. I haven't really played much of any video game recently because I have no time. Curses the universe and capitalism. So I have an emergency, I will leave you up on the PC. No problem. Thanks for stopping in regardless. Is there like a thing going on? Is there a multiply layer on? Why are my colors so much darker? Is it you? Oh, it's you. Okay, get out of here, gradient. I've been meaning to try Lily. Apparently she got one of her... she had a glitch patched, and people are like, stop nerfing her. It's like, no. You can nerf her into the ground for all I care. That character... I got whooped by one decent Lily player like 15 times in a row, and I've never let it down since. But I will be planning on trying Rashid if I ever get the time to just play a video game. Zotan, you could be playing a video game right now. No. I have art to do. Don't you know? It's art or nothing. Alright, so we have her here. Her lips are also a different shape, I think. Let me... Did I just draw her with an open mouth expression for this? Do I have a picture where she doesn't have her mouth open? I don't think I do. Let's see. No, I don't think I've drawn her with her mouth closed in a long time. Okay, well... We'll have to just figure out what her mouth would look like with it closed. You know what? We can try it out right now. We can see what looks good with her face. With the rest of her face. Get this mouth out of here. And then we go here, and then we go here. Here. Why is this pencil so big? Why? Okay. I mean, honestly, that's not bad right out the gate. Oh, I forgot I have to do that. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty similar to how it was. This is how it was before. And I still like that even. Maybe it's fine the way it is. Let's do a little bit of cross-hatching. Indicate darker value, see if that still looks fine. I don't know. Mouths and facial features, they can be so many different shapes. I mean, that doesn't look bad. I'm pretty sure this is, if I had to pick a facial shape for the lip, the upper lip, this one wouldn't be a bad option. I do worry that it's too tall, though. Let's try making it shorter. Have you tried ranked battles yet? Battle Hub, what have you been doing? Because I played the entirety of the Street Fighter 6 story mode before I went into anything else. That was my personal journey. I don't know why, it was just pretty... I was actually pretty good. Except for the story. If you're actually paying attention to the story, it's whatever. I found it whatever. But the gameplay part of the story, it was fun. It's like a Yakuza game. Just a bunch of random encounters all over the place. Some mini-games thrown in for flavor. Yeah, you know what? I think I do just like this shape here that we've got going on. I think we had it right. Is it... maybe it's just the angle that I'm drawing it at? I don't know. Plus... oh, that's right. So I haven't tried ranked. I got the PS5 2 days ago, and I've just been fighting my brother and my dad in one-on-ones. Yeah, that's true. I did see he said you were getting whooped by your dad. I could destroy my dad in fighting games. He has not played any video games in a long time. Those days are behind him. Yeah, I think this shape is good. Let's just replicate it again. It's easily replicatable, and it works well enough. I do think her mouth would be bigger, so pardon me. Also fighting my little brother is frustrating. You just drive impacts and grabs. That's what I do. Well, I grab and I jump more than I drive impact. But I do be jumping and grabbing. It's my #1 issue that it's my, what do they call it? It's just a habit that I can never break in any fight game. I just love jumping. That's why I played Ino in Guilty Gear. Her dash button is a jump, and then she just goes high-low blender mix-up. Love that character. Very funny. And I was a little disappointed because it didn't seem like there was an interesting high-low mix-up character in the game, except for Kimberly, and I wasn't too interested in that whole playstyle. But it looks like Rashid could be interesting in that way. This freaking guy air combos and stuff. I might try him out. Ken doesn't have a lot of overhead, low mix-up stuff outside of his kicks, but even then, they're very reactable, I would say. Yeah, I don't know what specifically it is about this mouth shape. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just trying to troubleshoot it right now. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. I really just can't tell. I think we'll just go with the one. We'll just stick with it for now. And I'm always... Wait, why is Ken a terrorist? Because he is. I don't know. He got framed for sure. I don't remember. I even played his arcade mode. And I don't remember exactly what happened. See, now it goes kind of like the simple shape here. Wow, what do mouths look like? Get back over here. I had a fun time. I stumbled upon this subreddit earlier today called White People Writing POC Characters. And it was rife with a whole lot of very interesting tidbits from various books and articles. A lot of the word chocolate being thrown around for describing people with darker colored skin. That was a funny one. That's always been one of the weirder terms to denote people of color, in my opinion, is calling them chocolate. But it's used so commonly on that subreddit. It's very funny. I'm kind of glad that I've taken to comics as my main medium for storytelling, as opposed to, like, writing a book, because I can just avoid all of that. I don't even have to think about it. If you have a character that is of color, you can just make them, and there they are. Just draw them. There's the character. You don't gotta worry about describing them. Same goes for non-POC characters. You could just draw them and then people could be like, ah, that's what they are. That's what they look like. Interesting. There's no room for weird explanations or weird interpretations. You don't have to describe their skin as olive-colored, or a pale cream color, or a rich mahogany. It's like, well, you could just draw them, and then avoid all of that weird stuff that people do. Trying to write that kind of thing. I did get introduced to a pretty good Tumblr blog, though, that was, it had a particularly interesting thing to note, which was how to write POC characters in a fantasy setting, because you're not attributing them, or at least usually, you're not linking them or associating them with an actual culture, because it's a fantasy world. So at the most, it's going to be inspiration, you know. And it was an article in that blog describing how to properly balance that kind of thing. And I think it had some pretty insightful stuff that I can't remember specifically, but I did save it. It's also, if I could just look it up, it's probably just writing people of color Tumblr. You could probably find it just looking up those keywords. Let me see. Yeah, writing with color. Tumblr.com. It's an interesting little FAQ blog. If you're ever interested in that kind of thing, I thought it was pretty neat. Also, I think I found the mouth shape that works. It's this one. It's right here. I found it. It's slightly rounded, vaguely M-shaped. I think this is good. I was going too pointed earlier. This one's good. This is how I envision the character in my mind's eye. For the most part. Nothing's going to be a direct one-to-one translation. I don't have that kind of visual mental hand-eye coordination. Not yet. Not ever? I don't know. I'm not freaking Kim Jong-gi, alright? Few of us will ever be. If any of us. Man had one heck of a brain going on. He's like, yeah, I just visualized the setting in my mind, these environments, and I just act like I'm a camera floating through it. And I'm like, oh, is that all you do? That's all you do? You just have to envision the entire environment that you're drawing? No, that's fine. No, that's cool, Kim Jong-gi. Yeah, we can all do that. It's not just you being some weird paragon of mankind. But I digress. Alright, let's put a layer above this, so in case I ruin everything... Oh, I already did that. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, let's fix all this. We gotta add her little, hair pieces. That break up the shapes of her face. I have to remember how I even painted this thing. Because it's using exclusively the gouache brush. Somehow. I don't know why I did that. I do like the textured look it gives, though. Oh, look at that. That looks nasty. Let's get a bigger eraser going here. Thank you. Let's see where this is going. Yeah, they're pretty much... Oh god, what have I done? Alright. And her chin is a little more pointed. I don't know why it's a little bit more rounded in this thumbnail here. Is this flipped again? Get back over there. There's no point in doing this if you're flipped the wrong way. I think her face is too rounded here. Let's try thinning that up. Here we go. Did I use like a smudge tool on this thing or what? Can't really tell. And then we'll just Control C. Nah, we'd have to merge it. Maybe I will. Let's see what we can do with the hair first. Why does the blue look so desaturated? There we go. I don't know if her hair's even going to be this intensely blue in the comic. I almost said manga, but I don't make mangas. I can't. I am a very white man, born in America. At best I can make a manga-adjacent comic, but never an actual one. That's just not in the cards. Some people like to argue that manga is just a semantical thing, and they're probably right. But it's like, I still don't think anything, you know, made outside of Japan could be considered a manga. Again, it's all semantics anyway. It doesn't matter. If you want to make a manga, you can make a freaking mango. Three meals a day if you like. Let's iron out the hair here. And one other thing I wanted to do was sort of bulk up this section of the hair. It looks a little bit short compared to the other side of the composition. Also, that makes the hair bigger. And when have I ever been against that? Never. Never, ever. The hair can always be bigger. If I were ever taking a character design mentorship and they said you gotta make the hair smaller, I'd be like, no. You don't understand. You don't understand what art is, frankly. And I'm sad I even came here. You sicken me. I'd throw up in the Zoom call, which would really only inconvenience me now that I'm thinking about it. Especially since I would be courteous enough to turn the camera off because I'm not a monster. Some people have phobias about that kind of thing. How long are these? They go just past her, down to the bottom of the necklace, kind of. You know, well, she's kind of tilting forward here. I think I need to loosen up on this bit here. I think these bits are a little too out there. Maybe not this one. I don't know, dude. We do need to add more hair over here, though. We just always gotta add more. Do you have enough hair? The answer is no. Nah, we need to undo that real quick. Yeah, there's already some differences being made here that I am a fan of. So that's good. you guys can see me render something. Won't be the most advanced rendering, but I feel like it's hard-pressed for me to ever get in the rendering mood. I just don't normally paint stuff anymore. See if I still even got it. Did arcade mode once, unlocked a bunch of art. I do like that. The art for Street Fighter 6 is very fun. A lot better than the Street Fighter 5 art. Sorry, Bengus. I know they gave you like 2 minutes to do each piece, but it really shows, to be honest. The anatomy just got a little funky sometimes. And that's coming from me, an amateur. So it's like, you know something's gone wrong there. I don't even get paid to do this stuff. Not yet. God, I spent 40 minutes already? Christ. No wonder I don't render anything. Street Fighter 6 is fun, but now I need to save for a story game. What are you thinking? Just anything in particular? Nothing at all? Waiting for the right one to come along? There's that new Yakuza game coming out. Have you played the first Yakuza 7? Or whatever Like a Dragon is... Like a Dragon 2? I don't even know what they're calling it. I'm so far behind, so out of the loop with the Yakuza games. I haven't even been able to catch Swan streams of Yakuza 3. Because of hours and job. I'm playing 7? Nice. And then the squeakquel to that should be pretty good. The trailer was great. That was a very good trailer. It didn't show anything about gameplay or story, but it gave you the vibes of Yakuza. And that's really all you need. My laptop struggles, but I could say it. Yeah, that's right. You do be having a laptop, I remember now. I mean, it's gotta help that it's like a turn-based experience now. As opposed to like Final Fantasy VII Action Combat. 7 Remake, specifically. I'd buy Yakuza 7 again on the PS5, but I don't want to start over again a third time. A third time? What happened the second time? And the first time? I first got it with Xbox Game Pass, lost 35 hours of progress when I ran out of Game Pass. I see. Yeah, it's another subscription-based service. Don't you just hate how they do that these days? That's how they get you. Later I bought it on Steam alongside Zero, Kiwami, Kiwami 2. I played them and I liked them. They are very enjoyable games. I've played those ones. Anything after or before that, including the originals, haven't played those. But 3 onwards I do need to catch up on. Which is probably what I'll be saying until I keel over. Or retire. Or both. Or, you know, whatever. You know, the world, climate change, it's looking like it's gonna happen. So maybe I'll be living in a Mad Max apocalypse before I even get around to the Yakuza games, who knows? Maybe I should play that Divinity campaign a little bit sooner than I anticipated, before I don't have a chance. And then from 2 to 7? How dare you? You're skipping all the lore. The lore, Mask. You're not even gonna know who Kiryu is. The man who erased his name. Sorry, is that a spoiler? Who could he be, I wonder? That mysterious tall stranger. How did I get these layers to look so different before? Just minimal blending, I guess. Yeah, it looks to be about it. TikTok is related with the conversation. I doubt it, but I'll click on it anyway. Let's see.
I could finally leave. Martha, I'm coming home, sweetie. I'm back in the fucking building again.
It happens.
Oh my God.
All the time. That is his fate, his future. He can't run away from it. Well, just leave the man alone. Let him erase his name. Let him take the name off the paper. He doesn't want to sign up anymore. He wants to get Rocket Money and cancel his subscriptions, dude. Let him do it. For the love of Pete. Does this look good? Does this look bad? Answer carefully. What are we doing here? In general. Let's try to fix this up again. Maybe if I add the eyes, we will finally get a grasp on what looks good and what needs to be changed here. Does her nose look like this? No, it looks like this. Okay. It looks shiny. I guess that's okay. I guess that's good. I suppose I can accept that. It's hard to shade these anime noses without making them look gigantic. Gotta be careful. Is that a nostril? That actually looks pretty good. I don't know why, but it's like that subtle indication, like the curvature there. Not to hyperfixate on nostrils, but I was just pointing it out. I'm not a nostril guy. Is there a nostril? Of course there's a nostril fet. Why would you ask, Zotan? Obviously, duh. There's a nostril fetish out there. Someone has it. And if you don't have it, then you might have just realized that you haven't heard of it before, and now you have to go investigate that feeling within yourself, and I don't want to be around for that. Do that on your own time. I just did it, and I can safely say that I don't think I have it. I've done some soul searching in the past 5 seconds that I brought it up, and I've considered the idea that I don't have a nostril fed. Pretty sure I'm in the clear on that one. There are worse ones to have, though, to be clear. Like blood play stuff? What is up with that? Kind of person that walks up to you and says their favorite insect is the mosquito? No. Red flag immediately, and you can't even say that around them, because they'll just be like, red, you say? It's like, oh, great. Now they're thinking about it again. Freaking get out of here, weirdos. No kink shaming, but blood play, except for blood play. I'll kink shame you all the live long day if I can. Is it live long day? I'm not, I'm a little out of practice on my nursery rhyme, seeing as I am a 30,000-year-old man. Is it even a nursery rhyme? Hold on. This requires immediate research. All the live long day nursery rhyme. I got it. I've been working on the railroad. That's the one. Honestly, a banger of a nursery rhyme. As far as nursery rhymes go, pretty good. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star ripped off the ABCs, or one or the other, I don't remember. So automatically those two are out of my top 10, if I had to pick. Hickory Dickory Dock is mid AF, we all know this. Get that out of here. At least I've been working on the railroad. It has some style, some class, some pizzazz to it, and also it tells a story about what a person working on the railroad. It's about the workers' revolution, if you think about it. Someone is fed up with the state of their workplace. And for that, I commend it. Teaching kids early that being a wage slave is terrible. Some people need to get kink shamed to snap back to reality, unless that is their kink. There's humiliation fetishes, Mask. You can't win with these people. They'll just get off on that, and it's like, ah, great, well now what do I do? You gonna compliment them? No, there's a praise kink. There's just too many. You can't win. There's probably a fetish out there for just like, just eating like Cheez-Its. Unfortunately, what are you gonna do to the guy who's getting off on eating Cheez-Its? Can't do anything to that guy. He's untouchable. He's functionally invincible. It's such an innocuous activity, and yet, for that guy, it was a Tuesday. I don't know, it's the most important day of his life. M. Bison Street Fighter 2 live-action movie. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's worth watching. At least the one thing. Wow! Got caught up in the consonants there. Went full Snagglepuss. Is that his name? I hope that's his name. I'm having a lot of half-baked thoughts today. I don't know where they're coming from. I know where they're going. Straight in the garbage can. I'm like half remembering things. That's how my brain works. I don't have short-term memory loss. I have half-term memory loss. Short-term memory half-loss. Something like that. I can always half remember a concept, and then the other half just vaguely eludes me. Monster screwers scare me a bit. They were like furries, but go further. Monster screwers, you say? You talking like the people that, like Deathclaws, like Fallout, like a Fallout Deathclaw. That's their speed. That's their vibe. Is that the kind of monster fricker we're talking about? Which is my favorite spin-off game in the Monster Hunter franchise. It's not, and it wouldn't be. I don't have 1,000 hours in a game called Monster Fricker, and you can't prove it. Monster fuckers, yeah. Yeah, that would be a little too far for me. Although, no. I was gonna start to get into it, but like I shouldn't, mainly because I think it'll be a little too revealing about my character. Whatever. This is Twitch. Who cares? We're all weird on this platform. You have to be. It depends. All right. Well, now if you're gonna get into it, I'll let you go. Sun Tzu style. If your enemy is making a mistake, do not interrupt them. You can wax poetic about it depends if you feel like. I was just gonna bring up the Silent Hill nurses. And it's like the only part of them that's a monster or monster-esque is their face. The rest of them is just a woman with cleavage. And it's like, does that count as a monster fricker? Because technically she is still like a weird zombie thing. Where do we draw the line? Is it just how hardcore you decide to go? It's like a Deathclaw from Fallout is like the epitome of a monster that I can think of. I don't know why that's the one I keep defaulting to. But I'm sure there's people out there that are into that thing specifically. I'm not going to look it up to verify that. I already know. I don't need to check. A xenomorph sometimes? Ah, yeah, I could see a xenomorph. Vaguely humanoid kind of thing. Yeah, I could see it. And they got 2 mouths? Horrible. One size fits all mouth? No, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. I gave up. Just then. I will be back. Do what you gotta do. I will be rendering this, I think, for the next 80 years. No, he's got me thinking about freaking monster frickers. I didn't have to think about that today, but now here I am. How tall is her cheekbone? 1971 results on the Green website? I don't need to know about the Green website. But that is a lot of results. Wait, was this for Xenomorphs or Deathclaws? Now that we've opened up this can of worms, you gotta tell me which can of worms I've opened. Alien worms or monster worms? Deathclaws, oh my god, that's a lot of Deathclaws paraphernalia. That'll get seized at the border for sure, you walking around with that many Deathclaws results on your hard drive. With any luck. Xeno is 4,000? Why? I know different strokes for different folks, but like, come on, dude. It's a Xenomorph? What about Xenoblade? That's probably like 40,000. And I only bring that up because of the Xeno prefix and the music that we're listening to. Alright, I think we could just draw her eyes now again. And then we should be good on the thumbnail update. It's been an hour and I've done barely anything, but that's just the way of things. The heck was that? Did you hear that? Was that in real life or was that on the... Hold on, I gotta go. Is that the music? No, I think that was real life. I don't know what noise happened, but I heard a strange sound. Spooky. Everyone knows that 2:01 p.m. is the most haunted of hours. So this does not surprise me in the slightest. Xenoblade... What? Xenoblade is only 1,000? I guess it would be characters and not the franchise when you're on the Green website, so... I don't know. I guess Pyro would be a better search option for that kind of thing. Considering that was her whole character design. Is to just be horny on main. No, you don't get it. She's wholesome. So shut up. Dude, you know why you're looking. And where. Sorry, 14,000. Okay, that's much more believable. I was very surprised for a second. The Xenoblade franchise, ever since 2 and 3 came out, has been quickly approaching the Pokemon fanbase in terms of fetishizing every female that shows up on screen, so I was very surprised to see only 1,000. 14,000 makes a lot of sense. And you'll notice I didn't say every female human. That was deliberate. What are your eyes? Okay. Pokemon are also a sometimes... What, for you or in general? Can't say no more. Please say no more. Say less. No comment. Fair enough. I will say, one of my first video game crushes was Cynthia. Strong, independent, blonde lady. She wasn't even in the game that much, but she could beat you up, and she did. And I was like, you know what, maybe that's where the wires got crossed. Maybe that's why I'm into tomboys to this day. Just any woman with the, yeah, that she could totally kill me energy, you know? Like that Spike Spiegel meme edit style. That's probably where it all started. Just losing to a Pokemon trainer in Gen 4. Freaking Spiritomb and Garchomp. What are you, insane? I have a Infernape, lady. Calm down. And I'm like 11. When did Pokemon Gen 4 come out? Pokemon Pearl and Diamond came out in 2006. Oh my god. Those games are so much older than I thought. So I was not 11. I was like 6. Okay. Maybe that's why I felt like I sucked so bad at the game, is because I was a 6-year-old human being. My brain had barely developed. At all. Oh well. I haven't played those. I recommend it. They did remake them for the Switch too, if you're interested. Although, I don't know if they changed anything, so maybe look up that first on your own time. The original copies would be hard to get, so if anything, you might just want to emulate those. Hint hint, nudge nudge, directly said it. Out loud piracy. Sail the 7 seas. And some of the other ones. I don't know, the Indian Ocean? Does that count? What are the seas? What are the 7 of them? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic. That's 4. Those are oceans. Are the oceans the part of the seas? I imagine they are. Arctic, Pacific, Indian, Atlantic. Caspian, that's a sea. Alright, let's draw the dreaded other eye. What are your eyelashes? Just one? Okay. I can work with that. Let's just flip this again while we're working on it. You can never flip too many times. Unless you're doing a video time lapse. If you've seen people do video time lapses for art and they flip their canvas a lot, it is seizure inducing. You will go insane. Why's your eyeball so narrow? Picking up that eyeball of yours. Lurk, hello, steak. Welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. We're just talking about... well, maybe I won't say what we were talking about. We were talking about, people of a particular persuasion who may or may not show some intimate affection towards unconventional creatures or creature adjacent type things on certain websites. And frankly, that's about all you need to know. Other than that the Deathclaw had like 1,000 results on that website. So if that makes you feel any better or worse about your day, there you go. It's just the Fallout Deathclaw. People be getting down for that one. Down tremendously. And I'm just sitting here going, how? How even do you do that? Let me steal this green. Nah, let's saturate that green a bit. Let's give her emerald eyeballs for the thumbnail. Really spruce it up, you know? Maybe like a deeper green. Yeah, deeper. What happened to my music? Did we run out of music? We did. No. Fine. 5 hours. What? Let's run it. Okay. And then we need, where was her? Give me this. Need her actual eyeball. This would be another style I'd be willing to do commissions in if people specified. I should probably make that clear, in case anybody wants one. The other one, the handler, was very smoothed. But I can do textured, more painterly ones as well. This is, I would just have to get back into the swing of it. It's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's purely a me thing. Does it need to be darker even? Maybe. I think it do. I think it do need to be darker. And then what did I have going on under here? I had just a glow and some of that. Hue shift towards blue, darken it a bit. Heaven forbid, if anyone commissions me to do a Genshin Impact or a Honkai Star Rail character, I will leave. I will just refuse to exist for a while. people still be crazy into that Star Rail game. I would have thought they would all have lost all their money. Anyone who's a fan of a... What are they called? Hoyoverse game? I don't remember. But no, they still have disposable income, those whales, it would seem. Because the freaking Honkai Star Rail community, from what I can see, is just as big as ever. It's crazy how much support that franchise has. Undying loyalty and fealty. We should all be so lucky to have a fan base someday half as loyal as the Genshin crowd. A third, a quarter even, a tenth. I'll keep lowering the number. Just be a waifu? That's the answer to loyalty? I have to be one? Why do I have to be one? Alright, well, you've convinced me. It was you drive a hard bargain, but I guess I will be a waifu now. After much consideration, you've convinced me. And I guess gambling helps. That's true. Predatory transactional gaming model like gacha games, that tends to probably help your business model when you just abuse human psychology. That could do it. You do got a point. Swimsuit skin releases as well, those probably help. You just release a new wave of those every couple of weeks. Boom. Instant profits this quarter. Your CEO can buy another beach house. Which is very thematic, considering it was the swimsuits that got him that beach house. Just need one beach episode. You do not want to see this goblin in a mankini. And if you do, seek immediate help. Please. I'm begging you. You don't even want to see this man in a mankini. I don't even think I could fill out a mankini. I'm too thin. I don't got it. I don't got the curves. And I'm not wearing a Speedo. Too self-conscious. Can't do it. I don't think there's anyone in the world who could pull off a Speedo. Well, that you could definitely pull off, but not, and you can't wear it well, you know? You could definitely pull it off. That's not too hard at all. What is it, like a 1-inch strip of fabric? You could tear that off practically. You walk up to somebody with a box cutter and then whoop, got him. Destroyed. Reputation in shambles. Wear the mankini of the heart or something. Kind of busy with his work thing. Can't help your self-esteem right now, Squirt. You don't need to. Don't call me Squirt. That's so gross. Ew. I'm gonna make sure you never get work done again. I'm gonna start making the most annoying sounds. Just ambiently. You will turn this stream off. So fast. I'm gonna start saying stuff. It's gonna be perverse, uncultured, unsavory, despicable, all of that. Blue off color. Suggestive. Making weird noises are what friends are for. It's gonna be like that scene from Dumb and Dumber over here in a second. Just you wait. I wish I could make the Jim Carrey noise that he makes in that scene. I wish. God, you have no idea how over it would be right now. How's your eyelash look? It's kind of rounded into it, honestly, so let's try that. Round it off. Let's flip it again and see where we're at. I think this needs to be adjusted. Let's see, what weird noises can I put on for you? I have an idea. Give me a second. Yeah, this is the one. Screaming and farting compilation. That's what you get. This is what you get. Now this is music. This goes on for 3 minutes, by the way. How much of this will I subject you to? I can't do anymore. I refuse. Just like mom's lullabies. Ugh. Maybe I can, I need to adjust this eye, that much is for certain, but how? Maybe I can merge it down. And then merge this with the next layer. Oh, wait, what did I do? We'll just merge it again. There we go. And then we can warp this one a bit into place. Mesh. Okay. Does that look better? Let's flip it again. I'm very particular. I think it's too big now. Shrink yourself. And then move over, maybe? That looks better. Maybe the nose? Yeah, the nose is a little bit off, isn't it? I think so. I am liking how this update is coming along, though. Even though it has been an hour. Christ. Time just goes away. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping. I think I need to darken the lips. That might be the next thing. Also, I need to make these colors of the eyes more homogeneous. Some line art differences going on here. patch that up real quick. What are you doing here? Get out of there. Oh, so you're talking about mom's lullabies? Where do you get a load of stepdad ASMR? Now this is a classic.
The divorce was your fault. I'll get to you when I'm finished with her.
It takes me right back, man. Ah, memories. I've never had a stepdad. By the way, I have a loving family. Just want to make that clear. Don't worry, I won't just be your I won't just be your stepdad, I'll be the dad that stepped up. Yo, that line is sick. Where did you steal that from? Bring it in. Where did that line come from? I have to know. It's like a Jaden Smith tweet. Let's flip this again. There's just a little... Is the eye still too big? I think it's too low, actually. Let's fix that. Stole it from the internet like I do with everything else. Yo, same? Me too? Don't have an original bone in my body? They're all prosthetics? I wish. That'd be so sick. Prosthetic bones. Originality is overrated anyway. Why do you think I'm doing a fantasy series? Some of the most overused tropes in media. And I'm doing them. That's right, the protagonist of my story is an elf girl. What do you want? You got a go home, dude. Log off or something, man. You got a problem with that. This is just... That's just typical. Like you wouldn't in my shoes. I will say, I do like my OCs, and I do like their designs. But there's some people out there, they like actually start falling head over heels for their OCs, and I just like, that seems like a little bit too far for me. That seems like a behavioral issue waiting to happen. Some people are literally just, like they design an OC and they start obsessing over it. It's like some kind of imaginary friend type thing. But like way more intense. I've never obsessed over an OC I made. I don't tend to gravitate towards that level of escapism, or I'm not even sure if it would be escape. I'm not sure what it is. What compels people to do that? No, that looks wrong. And oh, that looks so much worse, actually. Just Control Z like a normal man. Thank you. Maybe I'll just use the pencil tool. It's hot in this room again. Ah! I live in upstate New York. Why is it so hot? It's legally not allowed to be hot here. I checked the bylaws. Wildfires can happen in Canada. Not here. Apparently Greece is on fire now. I saw that on Reddit. That's a thing. So, you know, climate change is going good. It's all going great. My world's on fire. How about yours? Who would have thought that All-Star Smash Mouth... Sorry, All-Star from Smash Mouth. I don't know why I said it like it was all one entity. All-Star... The All-Star Smash Mouth. No. Who'd have thought that they would have been prophets of the future? Water's getting warmer, so you might as well swim. Dude, they knew. Alright? I don't know how they knew, but they knew. So much to do, so much to see. There is so much to do and so much to see. They were so right. How did they know? They're so smart. Got my mixtape this week and it's causing global warming. Well, take it back, dude. You gotta drop another one that's like the coldest thing ever released. Released to zero critical reset, full critical panning. You gotta get featured on Anthony Fantano's YouTube channel. The Needle Drop. And you gotta have you gotta make him wear that shirt that he wears when he talks about bad albums. I don't even know which one it is. I'm out of date on my Anthony Fantano memes. Let me get back in the lab. You gotta release the worst thing anyone's ever heard. Take Screaming and Fart compilation as inspiration if you need to. Even though that is one of my personal favorite jam tracks. Really helps me out in the gym. And when I'm studying in a library. I don't know why I'm studying. I've graduated, so I don't know what I'd be studying for. I literally don't need to do that. We getting out the hood with this one, boys. Use up. Scream and Fart compilation. I think the eyeballs, wherever they might be. Where the hell are they? Get back here. Well, pardon me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Who let you do that into your own microphone? Never do that again. I'm too slow on the keybind sometimes. And for that I apologize dearly. If you must take my life as forfeiture, I understand. But also, I would rather you let me work until I can get my prologue released at the very least. I've been working so long on it, dude. You gotta let me, dude. Maybe if I... Here, let me... Maybe it's just that the this is too, whoops, too dark. Maybe if it's, let's try like a dark blue. Just ease up the color on the whole eyeball scenario. Let's try that. Ew, where did that come from? I don't know what it is. I think it is just the fact that, it's the hard edges of the cell brush that are making it stand out so much. Maybe it's the lack of contrast in the other facial features. Let's try. Let's try a thing. Up the contrast. I mean, just look how much different that color is, so it only makes sense that it would stand out when it's only used on the eyes. And these lips need to be darker, I've decided. Nah, I think more like pinkish. No, they need to be like maybe more. What color am I looking for here? Whatever they need to be darker. I'm no color temperature expert, not yet. I'm working on it. And we'll make her mouth a little bit bigger when we merge all these layers together, and then I think we're pretty good in terms of what I wanted to add. Let's throw that gray. Let's flip her. I don't even know her. The eye still looks a little weird to me. I don't know what it is. Fix yourself. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, and that's just like so annoying. Maybe, I think I've pinpointed the issue here. I think it's the shape. I think it needs to have this protrude a little bit further forward. The apex of the... I don't even know what you call it. The upper eyelid, I suppose. That might have been it. I've been working on this for like 1.5 hours. I didn't even started to work on the comic today. Christ. It's never gonna come out, dude. I'm never gonna get this thing out. It'll come out, I swear. It's gonna freaking happen. You can't even tell me it's not. I will accept no non-believers. I'm already one of those. I'm already my biggest non-believer. I don't need other ones, okay? Ranting to very tranquil Xenoblade music is not a... It's kind of a mental roller coaster here. So I'm getting some tonal whiplash from myself. Maybe the music box was not the vibe for my kind of let's... I almost called it a let's play. This is not a let's play. Almost decidedly, like unanimously across a panel of judges, I don't think any of them would call this a let's play. If it doesn't, I shall make it become lost media. But I haven't even released it yet. How could it be lost if it was never found? I ask you. Let's raise her eye just a smidge more. See if that strikes the mood. I think it's just... what is the problem, though? Is it still too big? I'll gather a cult following to knock on old Zotan's door so that he finishes it. Old Zotan is going to be long dead. I already told you. I'm dying at age 35. Not by choice, but I eat a lot of peanut butter. It's too much peanut butter. It's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of oils. If I don't need a triple bypass in 3 years, I'll consider myself lucky. I do drink a lot of water, though, so that's got to lubricate the works a little bit. At least a little bit. Right? Hydro, homie. I don't even drink tea. Just water. Agua purificada. Aqua purificada? I don't know. I speak American. And not even that well. Sorry, not even that good. Also, why you gotta bother old Zotan? What do you ever do? We don't even know what he did yet. He could be like a Nobel Peace Prize winner. He won't, but he could. If he just applied himself a little more. Freaking old Zotan. What's wrong with that guy? Frick him. Dude sucks. Current Zotan hates that guy. That's how you know it's bad. I gotta fix this eye. What is wrong with you? Let's zoom out and then move it. Is it tilted wrong? I'm tilted. It might have been it. It might have been tilted like a few degrees to where I didn't want it to be. That's so annoying. I hate being a perfectionist, dude, because then it's just like a few degrees shift is all it takes for you to be like, oh, now I love it. It's like, I freaking hate it. Urgh. Freaking pixels is all it takes to make something look like garbage. And then I think if we just place her mouth a little differently, it'll all be good. So let's save it. And then we'll merge everything. I could have copy-pasted it, but too late now. And then we'll make the mouth bigger. And then we'll finalize everything. That's tilting it. That's biggening it. Then we'll place it around here. No. This is the problem. It's always happens. Does it even need to be bigger? And big in the lips? Well, if you say so. I think only a little bit. Is this good? Let's zoom out. That looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get away with a little bit more. Pushing my luck, as I am wont to do. No, I think they looked fine before. Let's just do a little before and after. Yeah, I think they look good here. It's a good size. More? No. No. Is this what you want? This is the future that liberals want. They would have all of your children walking around looking like this. Is that America to you? Is this what you would stand for? Yes? No? Not in my country. We have normal-sized lips, like Americans. Just like our fathers and our grandfathers did. Even to make her lips inconsistent in the comic. I don't think people are going to read the comic if she looks like that. I'll probably get canceled before my comic even comes out. They would take one screenshot of my thumbnail and be like, what is this? And then what am I going to tell them? No, you don't understand. Somebody told me to do it. I'm gonna be like, oh, does that... And you did it anyway? I'm gonna have to be like, yeah. I did it anyway. But I didn't want to. You're welcome for this brilliant idea. You know what? I hadn't considered it that way. I hadn't considered the idea that it was in fact a brilliant idea, so thank you. I thought it was stupid, but now that you've said it was smart, I agree. I do want to get this line figured out. See if we can get this line all... What does it look like here? Oh. It's like the exact same thing. God, it do be an hour and 46 minutes. I hate my life, dude. I hate how little of it there is. Sorry to get deep and existential for a second, but like, I've been doing nothing. This is a small... I will do a before and after of what this looked like. But, like, I've been working on just this face for, like, an hour. When you can't get a line on a drawing, it's infuriating. I know! This sucks. Alright, here we go. This is the before. We can even flip both of them. Because that's what the whole point of this was to get the flip going. This is the new. Well, that's not the new. Get over here. There we go. Flip. Horizontally. As old as new. As old as new. I think we got a better improvement. An overall better result. I do want to futz around with this eye, though. Def prefer new. Yeah, me too. It's more indicative of my art style these days anyway, so I like it. Get out of here, old one. Do not save. I'll get this. I'll place this eye exactly where it needs to go. I just don't know where. Oh, you know what we can do? We could try one last mesh transformation. See if we can get just a little bit. I'm back. I fell through a rabbit thigh. A what? A rabbit hole. A rabbit hole, he says. A rabbit thile. And what rabbit hole was that? Better not have been Deathclaw related. Flip. Alright. I think this is gonna have to be good enough for now. Ah, but I'm like so angry. Damn, sexy Deathclaw. I think I might be a furry. No! I'm so sorry. There's nothing wrong with it, but like... I feel the need to be sorry. Mothers, don't let your babies grow up to be artists. That's what that song should have been. You can be a cowboy all you want. You could probably be pretty happy being a cowboy. You cannot be happy if you're an artist. It is not allowed. It is biologically impossible. The unhappiest people in the world become artists. That's just how it works. I'll throw away my humanity. Don't do that. You need it for like at least 2 or 3 things. Cowboys seem so cool. See, that's something nobody's ever said about an artist, and that's how you know there's a difference. Artists seem so cool, dude. Nobody says. And for good reason. What, are you gonna be a theater kid? Oh, that's so cool, dude. You're in the theater? I won't beat you up and put you in a locker, actually. And you know what the problem is? I do like theater. I love musicals. I've always thought artists are cool. Me too. I'm just doing a bit here. Trying to feel less angry right now by distracting myself with lies. If I didn't think artists were cool, then what the heck am I even doing right now? Oh, word. Yeah, that Kentaro Miura guy that I idolize and make his life's work my own point of study for years. Freaking loser. I hate that guy. Shut up with your guts and your Griffith and your Cascas, dude. I don't know, man. I always thought working IT was cool. Now I'm here and I want to put my head through drywall. Yeah. I can't even speak on thinking that IT is cool because I guess I just never have. That was never the route for me. Although, out of all of the more technical jobs, I think IT could have been something I would have been at least better at. I could not be an engineer. Like an actual engineer. That would not have worked. People would have died on bridges at my hands long ago. And I don't know if I could live with that kind of pressure. Build a bridge where people don't die. Oh, no. If you fail once, that's a problem. Computer science sounds so cool, programming things. Cowboys are ornery sons of bitches, though. Living in West Texas, you meet a few ranch folk. That's pretty neat. I haven't lived there, and I haven't met many cowboys. I've met some hillbillies in my time, because they are my family. They have lived in the mountains of Kentucky. And if you speak to some of their friends, they will be speaking English, but you will not even be able to understand them. It is the same language, and yet you are from different worlds, my friend. Tell you what. We got regional dialects in America. Kentucky has regional dialects per street that you move toward. Oh yeah, Zotan, what combo do you normally do with Ken? I am a jump boy, so I do jumping, medium kick, and then I do, what is it? Standing medium punch, and then I do the one that follows into the standing hard punch, and then I think I just do the dash cancel Tatsu. Dash cancel Tatsu. And that gives you corner carry, so they just kind of fly into the corner if you do that. And then from there, I jump a lot, so it's always the medium punch into the standing heavy punch, and then into sometimes then I'll just usually I'm not good at Street Fighter 6 because I barely play it, but then I'll do like EX anything or like heavy Shoryu, something like that as a simple finisher. I'm not good at the game. Leave this on the cover. You know, just a bunch of crit. What does he mean? Yeah, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a 2-1-4 kick. And then that'll give you a lot of the light version, obviously. Two kicks, actually. Alright, now I think I can leave this alone and stop freaking out. This looks fine to me. This looks fine. My parents are the same. Those corporations overwork their workers like crazy. Thought the same. And then you work for a corporation, and oh my god, I'm so bad on a daily basis, I want to eat my shoes. Alright, boys. This is it. This is the new thumbnail until I change it again in the future. But this is the one that I'm gonna use when I launch the comic How do I save? Save as. Export single layer. There we are. The logo looks sick. Thank you. I made it in Photoshop back when I owned it. And now I don't own Photoshop, so I can never recreate that text until I get Photoshop again. So, I just have to keep the asset. Luckily, I don't think it's going... I have it saved, like, 4 different ways on my computer. Here, let me see if it just look... Let me just see what it looks like without all this art. Oh yeah, there was an old version I had. Let's actually check that out. What did that look like? I actually kind of dig this. I don't know why I got rid of this one. This one might be better, even. Let's throw the art up there. And throw the gradient. I actually kind of like that one more. Just the sword through this instead. What do you think? We got a horizontal sword or we got diagonal sword? It's not as clear with the art, but I do like it a bit more. Yeah, that's the thing. It's interesting. Here, let me see if I can flip this. It looks more weighted. Maybe it's just because the art is distracted. Let's see this. And then we'll hide that again. Go here. This just looks more balanced to me. This one looks a little off-kilter. It looks a little too weighted on this side. That's interesting. Something to think about. But yeah, with the art, I think this is fine anyway. That's the wrong one. Ah! Graphic design is hard, everybody. I went to college for it, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure you won't obsess over this later anyways. Have you not been paying attention? Of course I will. Obviously. Let me just export this as a PNG again, because I think I messed something up, and wait. Alright, file, export, singular, PNG. And we saved it again, and that's the new thumbnail. Everybody, wow! It only took 2 hours to change a face slightly and give her little new hair. Because it breaks up the shape of her face better. File, export JPEG. Alright, so we did all that. And I also made the hair bigger on this side just because it balanced out the composition more. I think it's a good overall improvement. Alright, let's get out of here before I find something to hate about it. Okay, now we gotta do the lighting for this panel for like half an hour. We can do that. Oh wait, I gotta draw the wounds and stuff. All right, let's address my to-do list on this page first, before anything. Do you have any recommendations for what games to buy on the PlayStation? Did I already ask this? I don't think so. New God of War's pretty good. If you haven't played that one yet, I recommend that one. The thing you gotta know about the new PlayStation is that it really doesn't have a lot of originals. New Ratchet and Clank was pretty fun. I do like that one. I would like to play Ratchet and Clank. It's a good one. It's a pretty solid entry, and it has the Lady Lombax, the woman. So you know everybody was freaking out about that. And with your recent self-realization as a furry, that should be enticing to you. The one on the PS3 was so much fun, dude. There were like 4 on the PS3 or something, weren't there? Or am I thinking of PS2? Probably both, honestly. Demon Souls remake. That was fun. If you haven't played Demon Souls, the remake is a pretty good way to do it. Even though they did change some of the music, from what I understand. The one where Clank controls time, I do remember that one. The problem with this battle damage stuff is it's just so hard to draw so much of it. Like, how do you know when you've gone too far? I've never really had to draw an injured character before, so this is actually completely new territory for me. I think that's too much there. How to paint injured characters. This is gonna get weird. But I just need to know how to draw characters beaten up. This is a YouTube video. I'll just... Just show me the end of the video, brother. bruise lines, blood on the lips, airbrushing, applying tone, swelling, bruising. It looks like it's just a lot of line work, which I can get behind. This is a little too religious for my liking. For what is this song? I don't want religion in my game. And was that Game Grumps bit? I forget. It's like, how do you know when you've added too many? This is not an area of art that I'm familiar with. I'm not a guru artist, so I don't have much in the realm of expertise. I've drawn beat-up characters. I don't even draw them in my action scenes. This will be a fun new learning experience for all of us. How do you draw characters that just got absolutely whomped? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Guys, did you know my YouTube channel has amassed 52 hours of watch time? 52 hours that I have siphoned away that people will never get back. I don't know how I did it. I don't even advertise my YouTube channel. I just upload VODs there for me, mainly. So I can go back and see what I did. If I need to. And yet I'm already a time vampire. I think if you're a YouTuber, every hour that you get of watch time from somebody should be an hour from their lifespan added onto yours. I think that's only fair. I mean, what are you doing? You're clearly not using your time well if you're watching YouTube videos. Suck my time up gladly. I watched the old Pinocchio movie recently. Something about, I don't know why, something about this nose, just a big nose reminded me of it. That movie holds up. It's from the 40s. Freaking World War II ass movie. And yet it's still pretty good. I will say my criticism is that Jiminy Cricket does absolutely nothing. And that's like a common thing I have against most of the movies. Even the newer Pinocchio movie. Jiminy Cricket is freaking useless. Like, if you don't remember the old Pinocchio movie, and why would you? It was from the 40s. This dude reminds me of Geppetto. He kind of does, actually, now that you mention it. Maybe that's why it reminded me of it in general. But the first time that Pinocchio gets swiped away to the marionette dude by Honest Jack or whatever, Honest John or something. the Fox guy and becomes like a successful stage play actor or whatever, Jiminy Cricket's just like, well, I guess he's famous now. He doesn't even, like, he's like, no, you can't go to the, you gotta go to school, Pinocchio. And then, like, a minute after he actually goes on stage, they're like, well, he's famous now. I guess he's actually good at this, so I will just leave. It's like, what are you doing? You have a job bestowed upon you by this movie's version of an angel? You can't just be like, well, my work here is done. He's a famous child actor now. That historically goes well. Surely he'll turn out well after all of this pans out, I guess. I will say, the original Pinocchio voice actor that they got, way more endearing than any other Pinocchio voice actor. Like, something about the original Pinocchio voice. It's just iconic. It fits the character perfectly. Probably helped by the writing, too, because the writing of the newer Pinocchio movies has been awful. Especially the one that had actually Pauly Shore as Pinocchio. Not making that up, it was real, you all saw it, you all remember this. I'm alive. I'm a boy and I'm alive. New one's a freaking car wreck. The new Disney one, that is. The Guillermo del Toro one wasn't that bad. It had Christoph Waltz, so it couldn't be that bad. Oh, speaking of car wrecks, I can't believe I didn't bring this up until literally right now. And that it took me equating a Pinocchio movie to a metaphorical car wreck. Somebody rammed into our mailbox and knocked the post clean out of the ground. Like the other day. I can't believe I didn't bring this up until right now. We heard the noise outside as it happened. We were staring out the window when it happened. Just sitting on the couch, minding our business. Me and my father, as it were. We were just there. He was watching television. I was doing whatever it is that I do. Everything's kind of a blur at these hours. We heard a loud crunching noise. I assumed that the trash can that we drag out to the road fell over. No. Turns out what happened was an old guy fell asleep behind the wheel of his car and crashed into our mailbox, narrowly avoiding 2 telephone poles, a guardrail, and just like a patch of forest that is next to our house. How he got away from that unscathed is beyond me, but he was so lucky that he did not wrap his car around like 40 different things, and the only thing he took out was our mailbox. It was freaking nuts. We have a new mailbox, and I'm kind of upset because it's slightly smaller than our old mailbox. The guy's fine, by the way. I wouldn't have brought this up if he wasn't fine. But it's just like, oh my god, he fell asleep behind the wheel? That could have gone so much worse. There could have been somebody on their bike, just on the side of that road that day. You could have clocked him. Luckily, all he took out was a mailbox. Messed up, honestly. They had to bring in this crane vehicle to pick him up out of the ditch that he was in, because he was in a ditch real good. Probably the most action this street has seen in forever, based on how every neighbor came out to go look at what was going on. Freaking nothing happens in upstate New York, man. The slightest ounce of anything going on, and we have everyone go like, oh my god, what happened? Oh my goodness. Golly gee, mister. It's like, it's a car accident, you weirdos. Get out of here. Show some respect. Have some class, why don't you? You don't gotta be ogling a car accident. What color are bruises, by the way? Bruise first happens, it's kind of red as the blood appears under the skin. Within 1 to 2 days, the hemoglobin, the hemogoblin, as I prefer to call it, an iron-containing substance that carries oxygen in the blood changes the bruise to a bluish purple or even black. If really bad, black. Thank you. I shall take that into consideration. Let's try some bruising out on our gentleman here. I guess we would airbrush that. Try it out. Where would they have punched this man? That's still red. Ooh, that looks rough though, doesn't it? Bluish black. Purplish black. That does add to it, doesn't it? I think we're onto something here. Let's get some eraser tool going on. I do be looking bad. So that looks, and I mean bad in a good way. If that makes any sense. What else? Do you think he's got a shiner on his nose too? Listen, I wasn't the kid who got beat up in school. I was the kid who watched the people beating up each other in school, so I don't know what anything looks like. When was Jury introduced? I don't know. Street Fighter 4. But I don't know what year that was. But it was Street Fighter 4, that much I do know. Fairly recent addition. And she's been in every installment ever since, because she's Jury, of course. Everyone liked the goth lady. And her feet. Regrettably. You can't like Jury anymore without people accusing you of things. Purple, that's not how you wreck a car. This is how you wreck a... I didn't read that. And now I have. Nah, that might be too intense, actually. Not for like a graphical content standpoint, for like a color theory standpoint. I don't give a frick about graphical content. I'm gonna have all sorts of stuff going on in this comic. Y'all don't even know what I'm gonna do in this comic. I'm not gonna get Berserk levels, let me tell you that right up front. I ain't gonna do that. Very few stories can do what Berserk did and have it be done in a way that is relevant to the narrative. In a satisfying way. I am not even going to try. Okay? You don't gotta worry about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about in terms of what Berserk did, it's pretty... You can figure it out via context clues. I'm sure.
What does blood-stained clothing look like? Blood-stained... My search history is ruined. I'm gonna add digital painting to the end of it to try and save myself. See what happens. Just a lot of bloody people. Not a lot of clothing. I need blood on the fabric. Excuse me. Maybe Pinterest will have something? Alright. Digital art. Blood-stained blood-tained clothing? That's not even a word. Now, tain I can get into. Just a lot of blood. Does nobody draw blood on cloth? I know I've seen it. You can't hide it from me. Somebody's been in a zombie comic or a zombie show. Or, like, been shot in the digital art piece. Ah, why does this have audio? Pinterest, what are you trying to do to me? Like a jump scare. Now they got me freaking acting like Batman over here, asking, do you bleed to any of these pieces of art? Nobody bleeds here. Luckily, stream is almost over anyway. I can go take the rest of the day as a research opportunity. Look up YouTube tutorials on how to do art better than what I can currently do. Someone's got a tutorial video out there. Yeah, literally nobody has depicted blood on clothing before, apparently. It's never been done. I'll just do a little smidge over here to hold me over. Oh no, that looks like a little Among Us guy. No, I can't have that. I gotta get rid of that. It's just good. That's all I can think about. Get him out. Can't have Among Us in my art. Although, apparently that's how you're supposed to draw crying anime girl eyes. You draw the eyeball. And then you draw the thing where the pupil... the iris goes, rather. Just like in here. And then something about drawing like an Among Us guy. Supposed to help it. Just the backpack or something. I gotta look this up. Yeah, see, you know. I gotta bring it up on screen. Let me find... oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. I've seen tutorials where you can draw anything with Among Us. It's a versatile shape. Yeah, like these ones. Yeah, you got there it is. Perfect. See, it works 100%. There's another one. It's right there. This is the the twerking Among Us, which is horrendous. But why does it work? I hate that. Among Us with the Yeezys? Here's Miku. I hate that it works so well. help. Big booty among us are in my eyes. From Isabel of Animal Crossing fame. Wearing a skirt that is not doing much, I will tell you that much. I gotta get out of here. Before something happens on screen that I'm gonna get banned for. No room for imagination on that one. Don't want to end up on the green website. Let's flip the canvas again. Just see how things look. Looks aight. Alright, well I spent way more time than I thought I would on the vertical thumbnail, so let's bring it up on screen one last time. There it is. That was most of our work today. Just a slight facial lift and some hair extensions, quite literally. That's... and, well, I guess we did alter the eyes entirely. And then some blood on the clothing. For this man, I will try to find a video tutorial on how to render blood better. Because I am curious. I've never done it before. This is my little mess around and find out. The bruising was fun to figure out. It's just a simple airbrush thing, but I think you gotta be delicate with it. So, I'll finish this page at some point. I almost said off stream again, but I hate saying that because it never happens. But that's it from me for today. I'd say. Thank you all for stopping by. It was a fun one today, I think, in my personal opinion. And what is it, Monday? I forget. Yeah, it's Monday. I'll be back tomorrow with stuff. Later, y'all be good. Later, steak. Catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye.